Hello, gamers. We're back. Yeah, I still got that blank on. So you know it's going to be a run. 66 HP. Holy cow, but 99 gold for a rare relic. The tail of the lizard. Delightful. I do see there's a triple elite path, man. I think I would be remiss if I didn't pursue a triple elite path with the lizard's tail. And then functionally, we could think of the lizard's tail as basically giving us like an elite or two. Or, hey, there's always this as a possibility. You just don't die to those elites. And as a result, you end up carrying this into a future floor, which would be even better. I think Lizard's Tail outside of Ascension 20 is like it's born to die, right? On Ascension 20, maybe you want to hold it for the boss, because there's two bosses. Listen, I love a catalyst, and it may never show up again, but we gotta go Blade Dance. Sorry, I entered a fugue state temporarily. What happened? Are we talking about... talking about Notorious B.I.G.'s most famous album? That's not Born to Die, brother. That's Ready to Die. You got it confused. Anyway, I don't know what I'm talking about, but either way, until I get some damage cards in my deck, expect the rambling to continue. Because there's nothing else we can do, really. How about an Envenom as a reward? Skewer. Very nice. Absolutely will. Huge get. Force to this question mark. Dump it. Malaise. What a beautiful card. You know what? Hit me with the other question mark. I'm actually happy that it's a campfire. Or a hallway fight, I should say. I'm happy that it's a hallway fight. Because we need to add another card. Give me this. Give me... You need to pay the iron price. Malaise getting upgraded makes it playable on 0. But also making it playable on 0 is just a clutch Chemical X from the shop. I made the clutch move of ordering us Chemical X at 2 a.m. You said Honey Badger pays the energy that he wants. Like that now. Alright, so we gotta be aggro. So we're gonna go Skewer first. But there's a real temptation to upgrade Malaise, for sure. Not so much on this fight, though. Okay. Great regen potion, by the way. Dare I say the regen potion might keep Lizard's Tail in play? Has to be done. This is really just, like, the fight will go until we draw Skewer enough times. Now, if I could just get you to 30 HP as well, then the Skewer could work. I know you're probably like, why are you not attacking just one? I have a whole game plan that I'm lining up for you. We're only going to kill them with Skewer because it's the only realistic way that can go down. It's the only attack I have that really does any appreciable amount of damage. So we just have to get you to 30 HP, and then we play Skewer against you, which could happen on this turn. Now we can kill you with any number of cards, but a Skewer is still... It would hit the spot. That was a great fight, man. That was a great fight. Preserved Insect, it couldn't be better, almost. Give me 1,000 cuts. Will I play it? Maybe not for a bit, okay? This is a horrendous fight. Wait, no, it's not that bad. Take the 10 damage to knock this guy out, rather than, you know, dancing around the matter. Now, if you try to do a super debuff, would you describe this as a super debuff? I don't think so. If you try to entangle me, you might not even be the great entangler, but were you the great entangler? I was fully prepared to pop my ancient potion. Now you wish to entangle me? Too late, buddy. You missed your chance. This is a shiv build. Strike dummy? Early strike dummy? I could take it, man. I think an accuracy very much fits what we're trying to do, which is nice. This is horrible. This is absolutely horrendous. These do 8 damage each, though, so maybe it's actually not that bad. It kills you. One of these will not kill you, but it'll get you mighty low. You know, I think we got something here. And the most impressive part, I think, is the fact that we didn't have to use Lizard Tail yet. And honestly, I think we've already fought, and I probably deserve to be mocked for this, but I think we've already fought the elite that is likely to be the hardest for us. I think we're in a great spot. Cloak and Dagger, man. Cloak and Dagger all day, every day. Xbox Live every night. You don't know about that. 16 damage. I'm operating on the principle that we kill you next turn. If we don't, this might be like a big mistake, but... Hang on a second here. I definitely don't think this kills you, but we do take a very small amount of damage. That's more like it. Tough bandages. We're not really built for it, but at some point you could probably have too many cloaks and daggers, okay? But I think we play it like this. It'd be nice to get the accuracy out there, but I think we could just kill you with a well-timed... Well, I was going to say a well-timed skewer, but that may not come to pass. But we got shivs. We got 10 shivs a turn, man. Tough Bandage is such a good card, but just not, it's just not what we were building for here yet. Energy Potion, in my opinion, beats Liquid Thorns. And this is 9 damage. It's effectively 3 block as well. But I don't know. We got such a focused, like, Shiv build, man. Already, even. Oh, we get to play 1,000 Cuts. What a dream come true. Oh, a beautiful malaise. Don't mind if I do. I'm not intending to sound like a birthday card right now. An accuracy with damage that bites. The kind that will help you out in a fight. Oh, man. If you say so, buddy. Oh, Lord, that's got to sting. Now, with Lizard's Tail, we don't need to rest. We need to upgrade 1,000 Cuts. It being twice as good is crazy. Just, I mean, I respect Dagger Spray, but the card that we have that's fulfilling the role of Dagger Spray is 1,000 Cuts. Now, of course, that means you have to play it, which is not always a guarantee. But let's get this going early. The malaise is kind of a waste here for sure. I definitely want to see that. And I mean, ideally, I would prefer to not use Lizard's Tail. Because the same thing we did on this floor, we could just do on the next floor. Sure. And be, like, really aggro. But at some point, if we're continuing to be aggressive, probably something's got to give. I don't think there's a way for us to live, like, without using Lizard's Tail on this turn. We can only put up, like, 33 blocks, so... It might have been a different story if we got 1,000 Cuts on turn 1, but whatever, it's okay. They both chose to attack, man. There's not much we can do about that. Now, you definitely have to pay the iron price. Now, do you... Yeah, you do have to pay the iron price, because I've attacked you when maybe I shouldn't. But even Lizard's Tail did us an unbelievable service, man. We have a beautiful setup. A wrist blade or something would go nutty. Envenom is absolutely gorgeous with what we got going on. The problem is that the powers are pretty expensive to play. 1,000 Cuts and Envenom both work with this kind of Shiv build we're making. I believe. I believe, man. I believe. Some enemies do have a weighted decision tree when it comes to the actions that they take, but I think this is still really... We're going to take a buttload of damage right here. This is going to be a 16 damage turn. Clearly, I don't know what I'm talking about. You've obviously got to go. This should be a 1 damage turn, which is much better. Okay, so you know what we need? We need like an after image, man. It's the last piece of the puzzle. A deflect, I would happily add a deflect. Like, we need some defense, and probably the earlier the better. I actually don't remember what you do on turn 1. 14 damage? 10 damage, that's perfect. Put up a little block and a huge malaise. Took 3 damage. Not a problem for a guy like me. How about 0? Holy cow. I wasn't fully convinced that that was going to go down like that. There will come a time... Stings, but you got to do it. There will come a time when we play this in Venom, okay? It might have to wait until we upgrade it, but it will happen. The Blade Dance is a beautiful card. I mean, what do? You got to try to get here. I can't just go head first into this elite fight. I got to try to get here so I can rest. Now, your turn 1 is Snecko. That's right. Your turn 2 is usually an awful lot of damage. Not great, Bob. Not great. That's also pretty horrible. You are weak. 5 damage is the sort of damage that I can live with. I can't be upset about that, man. God, an after image would just tie everything together so nicely. We hold. Okay, beautiful. Scary, but beautiful. Brother, I'm sorry. I believe in it. I believe in it. Me explaining to my middle-aged friends why I still put a loose tooth under my pillow. I haven't lost a tooth in a long time. That usually stops happening when you're my age. Well, it stops being expected, at least. It starts being a little bit more like, oh, how the heck did that happen? Okay, at least one of you died. Still, taking 6 damage, like, I can live with it. We're gonna need... I mean, this would be a very important rest, let's put it that way. You're extremely annoying. I mean, it's pretty nice to apply a debuff to you. Because then, like, within Venom, like... I need to also put up some block. Like, Blade Dance would ruin your life, but I do need to not take too much damage. I'm pretty sure you're going to hit me for 13, which is really bad, but... Kind of got a... competing priorities here. The Sadistic was like a really, really good card to draw there. In theory. Come on. Come on, brother! Really? No, no, don't kill me. Oh, that stings so freaking bad, man. If we'd popped the strength potion, obviously we would be alive. If we'd taken different cards and paths as well, like, who knows? We might have already won the run by now. Yes, I'm kind of clowning on the post-hoc rationalization. Specimen. Specimen, I would say, heavily incentivizes a poison build. Poison on an enemy who dies will pass to an enemy who's still alive, if possible. Really, really good. Because if an enemy dies with, like, 20 poison, it passes 20 poison. Like, normally, I'm like, I have to try not to just tunnel vision around the first data point we get, but, like, getting Specimen right off the bat makes me feel like we should tunnel vision in on it, to be honest. That being said, we took a sneaky strike because I just like it. And it's damage, but who knows, man? Maybe we play a discard deck. Maybe we play a discard poison deck. It could still be useful to have specimen, even if we only get like a couple poison cards. Now, none of these are like relevant. I'm gonna take a slice for a little extra offensive punch. I don't feel comfortable taking like nothing early if we have the option to take at least a little bit of defense. Or a little bit of offense, I should say. I'd be lying as well if I didn't mention that, you know, we had that wrist blade run a little while ago that tipped me off to the idea that Slice doesn't necessarily have to be a bad card. Now, that was kind of like a perfect scenario for it, but... Like a flying knee. Just spreading the value around. Let's be real, guys. They've never made a more obvious fire potion situation than that. What do we need? Poison or like a discard? This one's weird for me, because I feel like we have a lot of cards that do absolutely nothing. Like, I mean, they're okay cards in their own right, but like, they don't work together very well. The only exception is like, Survivor and Sneaky Strike work well together. But like, the odds of drawing them on the same turn are relatively low. Okay, Bouncing Flask. Bouncing Flask changes the game a little bit here. In theory. 12 poison. It's a beautiful time to pop it next turn because I'm going to be weak anyway. So you know you're going down. You're going down to 30 even. Let's take that down to 24. The problem is the poison's going to have nowhere to go, right? I wish that it worked the other way, but that would probably be a little ridiculous. I'm willing to eat a little damage here. Oh, thanks to the knee, we didn't even eat any more damage than we had to eat, man. The other thing is, and it's going to sound crazy, but I think you have to keep in mind that even if it transfers the poison, as I had a run, like a Slay the Spire run, it's a confusing sentence here. I had a run on the bike earlier where if an enemy, I had specimen. If an enemy dies to poison damage, not damage, but poison damage, it doesn't pass the poison until the other enemies have taken the poison damage on that turn. Like, you got to think of it in terms of like a Magic the Gathering stack. So like, it resolves all poison damage first, and then the specimen effect triggers and passes the poison. So like, if one enemy has 10 poison, and the other enemy has 0, but they have 10 life, the enemy dying with 10 poison would not cause the other enemy to die if the poison killed them. If you killed them, then the poison would transfer, but I know I've gone cross-eyed here. I'm going to anger the mushrooms. Huge. You got to go, man. You got to go. Not drawing any blocks is kind of crazy, but I just felt like this is one where we had to be a little aggressive, man. Still 2 are attacking. In that case, we take a turn off, and we get ready to bust your you-know-what open next turn. And a single strike will transfer 4 poison to somebody. Huge. To you. It's got to sting, bro. It's got to sting! That's got to feel pretty bad. Then when you die, your poison will come over here. Okay. Now, if I'm being 100% with you, this didn't really go as smoothly as I thought it could, but could be worse. Give me a poison stab. We have to fight unelite possibly too. Let's send it, brother. So I've learned recently that you can get 3 things from this, right? You can get a relic, which is like the ultimate payout. You can get like 50 gold. You can get a potion maybe. So if you already got the relic, all you can get is 50 gold and maybe a potion. I mean, if you want to fight the Lagavulin, I don't know which one it is. You can tell from the text at the start. If you want to fight an elite, you can, but we're about to fight an elite anyway. There's situations where maybe you just want to fight an elite, obviously, but for us right now, we gotta try to keep ourselves alive. It's a good start. I would like to avoid the incoming debuff and preferably, you know, keep smacking you pretty hard. Very nice. Keep the change. You filthy animal. Gotta be a masterful. Now it's the be all end all. This could make us or break us. We don't rest so that when we fight this elite, meat on the bone can work. We need to save this for the Guardian. I mean, it's up to Bouncing Flask. I really feel like whether we live or die is like almost entirely dependent on how Bouncing Flask works out. Okay, okay. Have we discarded a card this turn? I don't believe so. Ah, I'm freaking dead, dude. Morty, I'm dead. Well, you're in luck. Guess we still probably could have made meat on the bone work if we rested, huh? You're in luck. I got enough time to do one more. More than enough. And let's take Niao's Lament, man. That's my speed right there. And I see a beautiful path here. Kill you, grab a good damage card. It's not a damage card at all. You gotta take something that does damage. I was really close to taking Tactician. I went into this thinking we remove a card, but I think Dash is like good enough to talk about. We're not gonna get a free elite. I don't think that's that bad. Let's ignore the gold. And we actually, like... I love our cards. Now, they don't perfectly work together yet. But I do love the cards we've got. Eviscerate is better than 3 strikes, which is about the best we could, like, hope to do right now. Poison does make you stronger, but also does, you know, 15 damage over 5 turns. Will we be forced to rest? Yeah, there's a reasonable chance. It's all because we had a hallway fight and a question mark. Fossilized Helix goes insane. It goes crazy. We get a backflip. 6 damage. I really want to play Eviscerate. More than anything else, though, I just want to, like, build into a discard deck because we have an Eviscerate. I don't think we need to be super greedy with it, though. I think we can take our time. But with Fossilized Helix, we should be able to be, like, a little bit more confident about fighting elites, right? A Prepared is, like, a really good Eviscerate enabler. This is the worst possible setup for us, but that is still okay. Bouncing Flask? I guess for 0, it's kind of crazy. At least there's something. I would love to play Eviscerate, but I think we got to play a Dash. Just so that, I mean, it buys us 1 extra turn of blocking a hit. And we may well need it. Yeah, I would play no. Oh, we're gonna kill one, so we're not gonna take 10 damage. Okay, now things get like a little bit more serious, but we got a good leg up on the competition. I mean, Fossilized Helix... One thing and I'm hesitating to, like, wax too, you know, strategic about Slay the Spire, a game that I still make a lot of mistakes in, but that's partly because it's a very complex game, and partly because, I guess, if I may flatter myself, I focus a little bit more on just having fun and playing to my own style of gaming, instead of always committing to what is the optimum line. But I think that it's a very useful model to look at the game through the lens of leverage. When you get Fossilized Helix and Lizard's Tail, what do you want to do with them? You want to turn them into more valuable relics that can help you out, man. Of course. Now this fight, I just don't want to ever see it. So please remove yourself from the premises immediately. I'm still trying to make a discard setup happen. With that in mind, trying to think. Lagavulin might cause us to lose Lizard's Tail. You really should just go in. It would be better if it didn't, obviously. That's very helpful. Help. Help me. Great turn to draw an Eviscerate off of this. Deadly Poison, also pretty nice. I'm going to be real with you. I'm pretty sure we're going to lose Lizard's Tail. That's not really going to help us. That's okay. At least, you know what? We didn't have to rest, and we got to fight some elites in the process. Leverage. I still don't think we have to rest. It is kind of weird to have 3, like, grayed out relics, though, on encounter 14. Just like oh, I guess this one's coming back. Okay. I can't be too upset. Okay, this prepared is much better with Eviscerate now. Smoke him if you got him, brother. It's the Hexaghost. We need to be able to kill the Hexaghost in a timely fashion. Your poison being slightly better. It adds up, man. You may not believe it, but it's true. It adds up. 2 strikes definitely better than a dash. Well, don't listen to me. You have to play Crippling Cloud. But then we're going to use Buffer to protect against 1 damage. I mean, we could play a 1 energy Eviscerate too, but like I don't want to take 6 damage. That one just kind of stinks. It's just kind of a stinky situation. And now I'm questioning whether or not I can actually kill you before you whip back around. The weakness being better... Huge. Like, making the enemy even weaker is really nice. But we only have, like, a neutralize. Now that we played Crippling Cloud. Guys, I think we're going down again. I think this is the classic, like, loss into loss into loss into loss video. It brings me no pleasure to inform you. You might not even need to get around, honestly. Oh, we didn't even come close to killing you before you got around. Now you're doing 30 damage. Take it down to 18. We live. You have a very... I'm very bearish on the outcome of this, though. We have 5 health and 12 burns in the deck. Hold the Robbie. Every turn, we get a little closer. We have died. I hate to tell you this. We have time for one more. Hold. Hold. Curse for 250 gold. That old chestnut. One day, maybe, I'm gonna learn that you really gotta pay closer attention to the paths. You can't just go... Probably. It would behoove you not to just go, let's go to the path with the closest shop. Now watch it have like the greatest relic of all time, man. Alright, well, no risk of that. 4 poison on each enemy is okay. I really like the idea of a discovery early. And then cut the curse. We still have 194 gold. I would just send it, man. I would happily... I'm going to add this. I would love to see another shop super quick. so that I can dump this pain, because pain is, like, obviously, it might be the worst curse. I don't know if there's anything. I guess normality can be really bad, but it kind of depends on the context. Either way, like, if we could remove it, I'd be stoked. Calculated gamble with Eviscerate. Yeah, we're kind of hard building into a discard deck, but I'm choosing to trust the process. I mean, it's in Venom can add up pretty quick. So can the damage from Pain, but I was really obviously hoping to get a 0-cost Eviscerate. We may die on this fight. It should obviously not be ideal. But, okay, this is the debuff turn. I need to draw Eviscerate on this turn, please. My word, it actually happened. We've never been in a better position. Gremlin Horn's pretty good. I'm a sneaky strike sort of guy. It does not yuck. It gives you 1 energy back. It does not yuck. Eviscerates yum. We just need to get more discard engines into the deck for it to really have a chance to pop. But this is good. There's a little problem. It's the card called Pain. The card known as Pain. But at some point, if we live, we will doubtlessly see a shop. Right now, it's kind of annoying because it very well could end up killing us. If I don't get any means to heal, like there's only so much I could do, you know? 1 energy remains. Are you kidding me, man? Get out of there. Give me the Predator. Okay, that was good. Flex Potion, very nice. Terror, very good card. Ink Bottle. Every 10 cards, you get a chance. Every 10 cards, you get a new card. Sounds right to me. Phantasmal Killer. I'm gonna break you, brother. I'm gonna break you. Next turn, we deal double damage. I understand there's double enemies, too. Oh, come on. Really? Like, that's just insulting, man. I did not draw Pain. That has me thinking. I still didn't draw Pain. That has me thinking you just chill. So if we draw Pain, we need to have the flexibility of choosing whether or not to play a card. I gotta play 2 cards, but at least it's on my own terms. Calculated gamble. Okay, how about a shop? No more curses, please. How about a shop? Can't afford to lose 11 HP, obviously. How about a rest, even though the Hexaghost is coming up, just because I genuinely think we need to. Okay, goodbye. That's more like it. How about this for an Eviscerate? Disgusting. That's an order situation. I don't know if we could have killed you if we actually waited to see what the cards were, but... Brother. We're gonna die to the Hexaghost again. We are? I don't know what you want me to say. We don't have the math, man. The math is not mathing. I might be mistaken. But I feel like I'm not. We got to be very careful around Pain as well, but... Okay, something that sticks around, it's got to be all-out attack. To enable an Eviscerate to be played. And then it's a race. Sorry, Sneaky Strike. I mean, taking 1 to do 13... Sounds great. Might not be the ideal outcome for a Sneaky Strike, maybe. How could you, man? True Survivor. Painful, painful. We really got to get these eviscerates whipping. I mean, I have to play this or we die. We still basically, if I draw pain, it's like over, man. I can't play anything. I can't. All right, now I don't have time for one more. Or I don't have the will for one more. But thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps it a great deal. Subscribe if you want to see more in the future. And I'll see you next time. See ya.